Good afternoon, BROCHIKAS. Is it afternoon? Yeah, it's like 2. Oh, I'm sorry for the shaking. I tried to make it as steady as possible, and I don't know, this thing shakes a lot. But I just finished editing a Thrift With Me haul, and it was my first time going thrift shopping, and I never thought to myself like that I really do buy secondhand stuff a lot, actually. And I just never have gone to like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army and things like that. The one that we have that's local, that's kind of like Salvation Army and Goodwill, is called Thrift City. It's like right next to my work, so we went there for that haul. I will put a little card up here if you haven't seen it yet, but I thought this video would be appropriate, and I'm going to show you guys how I sell clothes and, you know, get money back for them at secondhand stores. So I know that like with Goodwill and Salvation Army, it's really just donating. You really just bring stuff to them. You don't get anything back. You can get a tax form, and so you can claim it in your taxes at the end of the year that you made donations, and that will save you a little bit of money, like a little bit. That's what they do give you. But in terms of like getting money back for your stuff, you can't do that at Goodwill and Salvation Army, as far as I know. Whoa, come back to me. All right. So what I like to do is I like to flip my old stuff to get new stuff. And I don't mean brand new from the store all the time, but I mean also getting secondhand stuff. And one tip that I have, I guess I don't know what the title of this video is going to be, but I'm always on a budget, and I'm always showing you guys how I find great deals, how I save money, how I get all these things that I want without having to empty my wallet, basically. So one of the things I love to do is resell my clothes and my shoes. I resell my husband's clothes, I resell my kids' clothes and my kids' shoes, and it's just a great way to get some money back to buy some new things that you need for the next season. So it is summertime, but it's getting to the time in the shops, in the stores, where they're bringing out all their fall and winter clothing now, because now is when people are, you know, starting to think about what they want to wear for the next season. So what you want to do, a big tip you want to do, is call the store ahead of time and ask them what they're looking to buy right now, because there's been plenty of time where I've spent so much time cleaning and like packing it up and getting it in my car and going all the way there, unloading it from the car, and they're like, I'm sorry, we're not buying fall season clothes yet, or I'm sorry, we're not buying summer clothes yet. So you definitely want to call them and see what they're buying right now, because they always have a time frame for what they're buying, if that makes sense. I know that it's still hot here in Texas, and it's gonna be hot for a while, but regardless, the way the world works now is at this time, because it's August and it's the middle of August, people are already shopping for the fall and winter season clothes. So I called them, and the place that I'm going today is called Once Upon a Child. So if you live in San Antonio, I know we have like at least 2 Once Upon a Childs. We probably have more. And another great one that I like to sell to is called Kid to Kid, which I feel like I've seen Kid to Kid in other states. I may have seen one in Massachusetts when I was there to visit, and I was really shocked about it. But definitely just look online in your area to see if you have these stores. Those are the only 2 that I know for kids resale clothes, and I know that there's like a lot of local like mom and pop shops I've seen, but they're way more picky about what they buy. So anytime you're reselling clothes, you want to make sure that they're really good condition. Also, I'm drinking a Diet Coke, and I may have accidentally got myself addicted to Diet Coke and Coke Zero, and I'm kind of like, I can't believe I did that to myself. But there's just something about hot weather and Coke, and obviously I would never dare drink regular Coke because of the calories, and I know people are gonna like probably give me crap about the aspartame and stuff. I know, but you know what, at least there's no calories and no carbs, so whatever. Anyway, one tip I can give you about which clothes and which shoes you're choosing to sell is, why did my camera just shut off? That was weird. They will definitely not take anything that is stained, okay? Any like buttons missing, they might take it, they might look past that, but stains for sure, I've noticed they won't take it. Shoes, they're a little bit more lenient about shoes. The bottom of the soles can be worn, like you can tell that people went outdoors with them and maybe got in mud or whatever, but it just can't be having chunks like falling off of it, you know? But definitely the bottoms can be a little dirty, that's fine. So long as like the outer part of the shoe that you can see when you're wearing them looks relatively clean and in good condition, they will take them. Also notice that anything that just looks way too old, like it was from the 90s or something, like they're not gonna take that. They're really looking for more of the modern stuff that you could find, like they want it to look like something you could find in a Target or in a Walmart brand new, you know what I mean? But obviously it can be a little bit worn, like the cotton can be a little bit worn, as long as it's really good condition still. It's really just using your common judgment. Like if your baby threw up on this shirt a million times and there's stains, they're not gonna take it. Just donate it to somebody who really needs it for free, right? Anything that they don't buy, I donate to children's centers, and sometimes the places will take it for you and donate it for you, but I know that Once Upon a Child does not do that. Kid to Kid will take the stuff that they don't sell and they will donate it for you to like children's homes and, you know, organizations, and they will donate it, like legit donate. And that's what I love. As long as the clothes that don't get bought, it's fine if I don't make money, as long as it goes to somebody I like who needs it. That makes me happy. If nobody will take the stuff that I didn't sell, there's these parking lots randomly that have donation little containers, right? They look like trailers, so I'll just donate the stuff there. And if all else fails and you don't have anywhere else in your area to donate stuff that you know is gonna go to somebody who needs it for free, then just hop onto Facebook Marketplace, I've talked about this before, and just say bundle of kids clothes for free, like two garbage bags of clothes for free. And you can just type like it's gonna be burp rags, blankets, socks, shoes, onesies, pants, and just say that, and it's just kind of like a free-for-all. Like, they don't need to know if the stuff is gonna fit or if they like it, because it's literally free and you're giving it to somebody who needs it. And then usually what I like to do with the money is buy my kids new clothes that will fit them, because obviously these clothes are all the ones that they've grown out of. I mean, kids' clothes are the best thing to sell because they really do stay brand new looking, because, you know, your family buys them. I don't know about you, but my family gets so excited about buying my kids' clothes, and they hardly make it through all of the outfits that they have been given. So a lot of the outfits they've worn has been one time or two times, and especially like the nice ones, like church outfits and stuff, like we don't really go to places where we need to dress up like that, so those are always like brand new looking. And shoes and stuff, like they just grow so fast, they don't get a chance to make most of the clothes super dirty, except for the play clothes. And the play clothes is what I'm talking about with the stains and all that. I never sell those because I know they're just not gonna take them. For instance, for Once Upon a Child, you want to take your clothes that you are planning to sell in a laundry basket or a storage bin, because they will not take a bag. They don't want to take a bag. So you need to have it in some sort of a container or bin, and because they have you lay them out flat so that they can go through them easier. And I feel like I make the most money at Once Upon a Child versus Kid to Kid. Sometimes Kid to Kid doesn't like to take a lot of things, but once I went to Once Upon a Child and I got 20 bucks back when I really thought I was gonna make like $7 off of the things I gave them, and they gave me 20 bucks, and I was like, what? And if you're not used to selling your stuff, I just feel like 20 bucks is a lot for just regular clothes, not like super name brand. You know, it was a lot of Carter clothes. Carter's a huge baby brand, and yeah, that's mostly what I always have. Okay, so just brought my stuff. That's what it looks like. Once Upon a Child. Just brought my stuff in there, but they are actually really busy, like super booked with a lot of clothes to look through. So they said that they will contact me, but it probably won't be till tomorrow. So they send me a text. Every place is different. Some do email, some do text. and they are going to send me a text when my stuff is ready. And like I said, they were like, it's not going to be ready till tomorrow. And I was like, this is perfect. Usually I do this on my day off, so I wish that, you know, like I want it to be done, I don't know, like within the hour, because I'm obviously waiting around. But this works out perfectly that it won't be done until tomorrow, because I do have to go to work, and I have work at 3 and it's 2:20. So perfect for me, because then, you know, if you don't pick it up after a certain amount of time, you can only get store credit and you can't get money back. So that's no bueno. Anyway, that's good. So I will pick it up tomorrow. Now, like I said, if this was my day off, I'd be kind of pissed, but it is what it is. It's busy. A lot of people do this here, so it definitely is always busy. You have to like dedicate at least half of your day to do this if you're gonna do it on a day off. So yeah, I will just check in with you guys when I pick that up. Now, tip number 2 on how I like to hustle is Facebook Marketplace, and I've mentioned this before again, but right now I'm going to be selling some shoes because they are way too small for me. I bought them when I was like 150 pounds, like on my weight loss journey when I was the smallest. For some reason, my foot was smaller. I didn't know that when you lost weight, you could like get a smaller foot, but I'm only, 18 more pounds than that, and they just don't fit me comfortably. They hurt my toe. They're a size 7.5, and you know, like I have a big foot. I'm always like 8.5. So I don't know why I bought those. But yeah, it's time to sell them because I've been keeping them because they're so cute, thinking, oh, I'll wear them. They're not that bad, but no, they're actually really uncomfortable. I can't do it. So I'm gonna sell them. They're a cute pair of Guess white sneakers, just like the style of Converse, but obviously not Converse, and they're all white, like pleather, and they have gold detailings on them. They're super, super cute, all white sneakers. They go with everything. I love them. They're just too small. So I'm selling those for just $9. Now, here's a tip too, is like, if you want money like now, if you want somebody to message you and they want to buy your stuff like the moment you put it up on the website, go low in your price, because a lot of people want to be overpricing their things. And it's like, the reason why we're buying secondhand stuff is because it's cheap. It's cheap. It's supposed to be cheap. And think about it, somebody has worn it, you know what I mean? Which is fine, but I'm not trying to pay no $20 for shoes that somebody has already worn. That's just common sense. So I like to meet people in a public area. Obviously, you need to be safe. You don't know who you're meeting, but most of the time I'm meeting women because I'm selling my clothes and my shoes. And then sometimes when I can't even speak. When I sell different items, like anything having to do with like car, like stereo, or you know, stuff like that, or grills, like those things obviously are going to attract men. So you definitely want to be with somebody when you're selling it. So I would always make sure my husband was with me when I sold those things, if a guy was picking it up, just to be safe. You know, you got to be safe. But yeah, I like to meet them in a public area. So normally I just choose Starbucks because it's easy, you know. It's where I work. There's many people around. There's cars around. Broad daylight. I never meet at night. You know, my friends are inside. And yeah, so it just feels safer. And it's an easy landmark because everybody knows what Starbucks is. So that's where I typically like to meet. And luckily I'm a hoarder, so I still had the box that they came in, which is nice. So it just makes you look more professional. Like when you have nice pictures and you look more like neat and clean, you're more likely to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So when I take pictures of the shoes to post online, I take multiple. I hate when people take only one picture and then you have to message them to ask them all the questions, what size, what this, what that. In the description box, you want to say what brand it is, what size it is. If it's only been worn a few times, definitely mention that. Like new condition, like used like new, or used good condition, or used fair condition. You definitely want to talk a lot about it in detail because people are basing this off of looks, off online. So I like to take a picture like this. I like to take the picture like this. I like to take a picture of the sole so they can know I'm not trying to fool them or lie to them. They have been worn. There's a little wear there. I want them to be aware of it. Take a picture of the other side, and then I'll take a picture really up close. That way they could like see the detail of the shoe. So these are the shoes that I'm selling. They're so pretty, right? I just love the gold on them. They're so pretty, but luckily I have the box, which makes it nice. And it's just easy to carry around. So I told her to meet me here at 2:50, and it's 2:25 right now. So I'm basically just here waiting. Yeah. And then normally they just message me when they're here. Well, I guess I will just update you guys when I figure out how much I'm gonna make for those other clothes and if this girl shows up. Sometimes you'll have people who don't show up and they don't let you know, and that's really, really rude, but it happens. So be prepared to waste your time. Okay guys, I have the camera like this because I have my work hat on, and I don't know why, I just don't like to show it in the videos. So they thought it wasn't going to be ready until tomorrow, but it was actually ready in the middle of my shift. So when I took my lunch, I'm on my lunch break right now. I'm all clocked out. I just went across the street and I picked up my sale items or whatever. And they took 14 items for $11.70. Kind of thought I was going to get a little bit more than that just because there was Tommy Hilfiger shoes in there, but whatever, it is what it is. I was just going to donate it regardless and get rid of it. So $11.70 is what I got for 14 items, and the rest they did not take. So the next step for me is to find somewhere to donate them. But yeah, so I made $9 from the girl with the shoes. She did show up on time, and then I made $11.70. So a couple hours later, I am $20.70 richer. And I'm probably going to just use this money to buy stuff from the thrift store, because why not, right? Recycle, let's recycle. But that was just a quick little video on showing you guys how I like to do some hustles, some side hustles, how I make a little extra money when I want to go shopping, but shopping isn't really like a necessity. I don't need stuff right now, I just want to shop. So that's what I do so that I don't feel guilty for just spending all of my paycheck on shopping. Whatever I get in cash from these transactions is what I allow myself to spend on clothes, because I see it as recycling. And I'll probably do this again going through my daughter's clothes and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope it gave you some ideas and some tips to do this yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you like seeing videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.